demonstrating some individual brilliance as well as some team unity.
Yeah, I think Malbs, for me, getting them going with some monster moments.
And Donk wants to get things going with a monster moment of his own. Straight up the guts of middle, audible. And he gets maybe bad info, potentially.
Oh. They've given up long control. They are worried about a potential B, and especially with the lurk, but Shiro's ahead of it. So he's going to know this ain't real.
And he could very well have a couple of kills here. One's just run past him in the smoke. He's going to relay that information to the boys.
It's just one player. Surely he can hear it's just one player.
Still gets away with one. Shiro unable to find it before Magix went down. And now Tanir is going to have to be tending to this long cross. A quick tap to the face. Heavy got put down ahead of the smoke grenade. Hunter's ready for you. He's going to have to... Oh, be careful if he does get cleared. Shiro just runs him down. And now bomb planted in a 2-on-4. It's going to be hard for Mattis and Sampires to overcome the odds here, but the P250 at range, you've got an opportunity. You've got to start hitting headshots, though. Sampires gets caught with a headshot of his own. Shiro and Tanir overwhelmed. And in fact, it was all the Shiro and Tanir show.
All right, well, a heavy rotation to deal with the B fake, and no issues on the retake. The bomb does go down. G2 will be able to buy in behind it with a relatively decent force. And Malbs gets another opener.
Good shot.
They played ahead of their util. I think likely what's happening there is they're screaming, right? Oh, they're 4B, 4B, 4B. Well, they rotated quite quickly, swiftly, and because they tried to cross before the smoke was up, they lost a body. So not doing it by the book, G2, hoping to catch them off guard with pace. And that will cost them in the scheme of things. But the bomb does go down, the force buy comes through. And aggression again. Donkey is running up middle again.
Yeah. Looks like he's going to be doing an awful lot of this as he does just go swinging on in, and Shiro and Donk have ended the round. Just like that, you force port? Never mind. Have another go.
Donk
have an eco. Hand it to them rapid. Just running up the guts of mid. This is, I thought this was like, that's a pug call.
Yeah, but I love it. This is where if Apex was in the server, he'd be yelling. He'd go, well, boys, was that an eco? We got yesterday with the 3D Max versus Vitality game. But any plans you had come unraveled as soon as Donk and Shiro are in your face.
I mean, the fact they get the 5th as well, just 2 magazines, 2 of them. Tough decision to be made by Spirit, or is it? Are you just going to guarantee to save this?
Well, if Sampires gives something over by peeking a little bit too aggressively, then they might want to give it a look. I think...
Oh, the boost could...
Spotted!
If he hit the flick, they'd give it a go.
Hanging around!
Oh, Tanir will punish.
Now you give it a go.
Yeah, now you're feeling a bit silly, aren't you? Molly, smoke towards the door. You're still feeling like the T side has got a bit of an edge here. As long as Malbs and Heavy God can do something. Smoke's going to limit him, forces him forward. There's not much time left for them to give this a go.
I don't have a kid either.
Just running on into their demise. It's all too easy for the 2 of them.
Okay, well, a little bit overzealous. So Sampaire's actually baiting him in with his death.
Yeah, it's all part of the plan.
They're going to take less into the next round than they should have. And I think the reason that you probably should have been leaning towards the save is because that happened so quickly, and you saw there the extra util to dissuade the doors and the window play. So at that moment, they must have known that there was so much util left, but still opted to give it a go. So I can't imagine Hallie's too happy with that.
What I love about that for G2 and just for the Counter-Strike side of things is the fact that you had the lurk smoke thrown and a quick, nice outside of B CT smoke thrown. You can condition, like you're going to be on high alert now. When that lurk smoke drops, you're going to be perhaps more inclined to rotate, more inclined to dump your util early. It's going to force Spirit to acknowledge that that is a possibility, that it could just be a 5-on-2 if you're scared about this split. Timing as well.
It happened so quick, right? It's an immediate spawn call mid to B. So
yeah, right. Page of the strap.
A great shot from Tanir. Obviously, information relayed by Shiro, but
It was my bad.
yeah, shouldn't have got that close. That boost seems a little bit extra.
This time we're going to see some action on long.
Same gap, though, if you look at the minimap, right? That if they wanted to continue to try and pressure short and middle straight away, Shiro hasn't been starting it with the AWP.
Oh, nice from Mattis. Magix was unprepared for someone to have already got out towards the blue bin, and now he can play forward. The smoke gives him cover. Tanir's looking for him, but the sound cue's heard, and Mattis, he's got a good shot at this. Double kill from Mattis. That is beautiful. Shiro shuts him down.
There was gaps available, But I don't mind the call now just to hit pause and regroup. Heavy God has the reaggress.
And he just perfectly places the crosshair. Shiro happily walks on into his demise.
So this is looking to be 3 straight rounds and 3 against the gun. So this is heavy lifting being done right now by G2. I think Donk and Zontix have resigned themselves to losing this round by just sitting on that B bomb site. Still will see G2 go through the motions. Insight from the coach there. They're pushing up mid. Look, if this map is becoming a mental battle, don't let them get to you, to your heads. Okay, so that is the right sentiment to have, right? This is a team who can hit hard. They don't have superstar name value in the G2 squad, but their pieces are very good, right? Heavy God, I think he's great for his roles. JL was talking about him on the desk saying, in those positions, it breaks the meta, right? So, you know, the decision tree, Heavy God being creative and working out solutions to problems that maybe others wouldn't. I think Mattis is a really good team piece, right? Because he's happy to go aggressive. He knows when he should and shouldn't.
Yeah,
Obviously,
he'll play by your rules.
Yeah, Sampaius, he gets a lot of shade thrown his way. And when he is missing AWP shots, it's very easy to do so. But him and Hunter, they're throwing so many of the nades to establish these rounds. And when he needs to, he can have impact. It just, I think people would like it to be more consistent. I think if Sampaius could find a little bit more impact on the AWP and be more of a presence on the AWP, I think that would create more of a fear factor for G2.
There's an argument to be made that, you know, it was required of him to do more of the heavy lifting in his, you know, Movistar Riders days, like as in he didn't have a team with the muscle that G2 does.
Yeah, but he was exciting in Ent, and I think that was because of the style that Snappy was calling. They were always in chaos, and Sampaius was, you know, one of those guys when it came down to some combat AWPing, it was great. Didn't always have to be throwing the nades either. So different responsibilities. But this is what Team Counter-Strike's about, and I think everybody on G2 is playing for the team, right? Saul's done a good job of building that culture and getting everyone on the same page of what he considers Team Counter-Strike. But those saves come in again, a buy again, so will it be another round straight for G2 against a fully fledged rifled Spirit?
It's quick. Donk, are you ready for this? The whole team's coming your way, and Zontix does deliver. Removing Heavy God. Messi needed a second and delivers it. Sampaius misses the opportunity, and there's more coming their way. Wow, they just hit a brick wall, don't they? This time, Zontix and Donk, good for 2 each.
That is trouble for Donk there if Zontix isn't playing car, ready for that snatch, because Donk, when he catches the info, they're already starting to leak out tunnels. So Malb's not completely boxed in for now, but because he has stayed in tunnels, will be. You will see Tanir head all the way around T-spawn just to make sure that there's no way out. Shiro's AWP trained on lower as Malbs does take down Donk. I think if you can do that to Donk, you can start to frustrate him.
That's definitely a frustrating death. And the 1-2 punch.
Okay, so they break the streak, do Spirit. Where are the problems in this G2 buy, or is it all good in the hood with the finances? Second timeout called. Fly my way over to T-spawn and see what guns are on the ground and how it's all starting to take shape. So yeah, there are going to be some problems, and that's likely why Saw's taken this timeout, just to make sure they work out exactly what they need. So this extra 30 seconds before the funds are gone is important. And the Australia's first Spirit match on Dust2. Okay. Well, shouldn't have read that one. So it will be a Tech 9 for Mattis. Everyone else has the AKs. AWP for Sampaius.
What are you looking for?
Yeah, what's he looking at?
He's trying to like see if he can ascertain any info from the other side. I don't know. Double AWPing. Oh, they were actually going to try and punish over the missed, quote-unquote, missed mid-door smoke. So like a game plan or a first play. I like the ideas behind G2's play. Hoping an AWPer thought he had an opportunity.
They're going to use the molly to flush Tanir out.
Okay. Yeah.
It's just a flash, so no molly. He's here in the steps. They're up short.
Perfect position.
Yeah, as long as Mattis deals with the lurk, which he is doing, everything will be fine. He obviously has to worry about upper tunnels push at the same time. Now that they've got the staging area short, it's about waiting out the CT util until you think you have enough to execute this. Sampai's jumping across as well just to try and give him a line. In case Shiro is parked up towards CT trying to snatch a frag. Are they going to drop Malbs into CT and try mid to B split?
Yeah, he's dropping. Breaks his legs. Tanir's here and doesn't get anything thanks to the heavy gun clear. Donksorp does find that response, and there's 2 AWPs now visible. They're trying to apply pressure towards B. I say that as they actually turn tail. They're running straight into Magic's. He's going to catch him on the jump up. At least confirms they're trying to pivot. Gets away. If you want to swing, you've got to swing into the Shiro AWP. Shiro hasn't hit that first shot. Fortunately, Magic's will. Second time's the charm. Solid.
Sampias needs to get out of there. Might get run down and lose the AWP. Firing away, backing off, and he should be all good. He can get out of here. So Sampias will save the AWP, but it has to be a light buy behind it now. 2,400 going into the following, so likely just going to be this AWP. I think as well, they're expecting Magic's to likely be anchoring long. So the fact he's short, like their reason of going back is, okay, well, if we know that the AWP is playing ramp, maybe that's our pivot point, but Magic's playing close short means he's also there on the site to help out Shiro, and that signal comes a little bit earlier than what G2 would have been expecting. So this is really all eyes on Sampaias right now. If they don't give him anything, it's so tough, right? You go, oh yeah, he can go peek mid or can waltz up short. They're going to have to play through this smoke. A boost over is even better. So he's called it clear, but these are not fun fights, right? Maybe you run boost the Glock, but even still.
Shiro is going to have the shot baited by the jumping Glock. Dumping his util, but he's going to get swung upon, and with a missed shot, he's gone down. Mattis has managed to not only take down the AWP, but that's going to put another weapon retrievable.
Sampaias wants to fight the pit player, I think.
Yeah, not a bad call.
Oh, CT instead. Hasn't fired a bullet yet.
Magic's taking his time. Lets Tanir make that first move through this smoke. That gives him a bit more room, a bit more leeway. Good find from Tanir. The AWP has done nothing. The Glocks, however, are quite threatening. Heavy God finding another one. Heavy God's gonna be dead in a second, and Spirit will manage to get that defuse. Threatening, considering the amount of Glocks, and disappointing if you're the saved AWP that does nothing.
Yeah, that's one of those rounds where you would love Sampaias to hit a shot, and I'm not saying it was going to be easy at all, but if he does hit a shot there, considering the output they got from the Glocks, that becomes a likely round in an unlikely circumstance.
See it from Shiro's POV, it was an important rundown from Mattis. He did not slow down, he did not release W, and he managed to bring down the sniper. Oof, what USP at range, popping those heads like cherry tomatoes.
So because Sampaias saved the AWP in that previous round, his loss bonus has come through, but he hasn't had the extra cash, so he's just going to be operating with a Tech 9, and Saw calling 3 of 3 tactical timeouts in the first half within 9 rounds of play. So he needs this half salvaged before they swap sides. It's still going to be the double AWPs equipped for Spirit. He's very curious, isn't he? Most players don't even care what's going on the other side.
Else, yeah. Just wants to see what's happening. Is this another one of those that G2 calls off the rip? Because I absolutely love that fast B. Not going to see that.
You don't have the AWP for the fear factor, right? So,
well, that's an alternative approach to the boost. You'd have an angle even if it was the hinge smoke. Like that. Oh, but they flash! And he hit something flashy. 2 for 1.
Maybe round done.
Cool. That's cool. That's Counter-Strike.
It's also not the pre-aim, right? You know, teams are very aware. Oh, he's rotated it perfectly.
Okay, at least the flash connects. He is... Oh, he's made a sound cue, so he's going to get swung on.
They let him get away.
Oh, Drax is somehow not dead. Oh, he even had a chance for more. Shiro 3 kills deep. Zontix's bomb site, and he's got the perfect elevation. Catches that headshot angle onto Heavy God, now delaying as long as he can. Mattis knows the cavalry are charging over. Manages to isolate Zontix, but at what cost? Oh, Mattis! That is ridiculous! Making something out of nothing and now pulling it into a 1v1. Spirit collapse at the hands of the Mattis AK. Magix can make it all go away.
All right, well, got to dart back and pick up that bomb. I don't think he's got time to go around the world. Magix is here.
Yeah, I wasn't prepared for that. Wow. Strong case being made for an insane clutch from Mattis.
Yeah, good to see him
trying
put
to
his...
steal the spotlight off the Shiro show.
Yeah, right. But putting his individual prowess on display right there, that's just some of what this kid has in store.
Here we go. Perfect. We get to see it from his POV.
Now, that shows it so much better than in-game possibly could. Look at the difference.
Yeah.
His screen completely white. Us, obviously, so we can maintain some vision, but for Shiro, okay.
It is the Shiro show. 16-4.
He's been good over all 3 maps.
Yes.
Shiro has been... Actually, Shiro has been great over all 3 maps. Feasting on G2 now is just 2 more rounds available.
Just exemplary AWPing, isn't it? He's got that full package.
They're all swarming him.
Yeah, which is supposed to be scary, but with the form he's in, I find myself worried about G2.
They're just going to take the full A execute.
All right. They managed to break in with the Glocks. I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like Magix's flash or palm flash is going to be very well
Perfect
equipped.
response.
Oh, yep. Could be flash, could be susceptible, turns it, loses vision. There's a nice one again. Mattis with openings. And nearly the close in the previous. Shiro hits the shot necessary, despite some damage going his way, and the supportive flashes don't stop Heavy God from finding Tanir. Just fall back, AWPing. Beautiful to watch, isn't it?
I feel a little bit bad there for Magix. I'm not sure if it was intentionally the CT spawn smoke or they missed that was meant to land on elevator, but his response to that, right, he's meant to come out and be shrouded by both of those smokes, and then they have that runway channel behind, and he just pumps them. But in this scenario, only the first one was there. There was one down. It may have been intentional towards that. It very, very well could be. And then he doesn't have the same cover that he was expecting with the traditional set piece, but final round, first half, map 3, winner goes to the semis.
So Pius is just going to take a pot shot. And Donk has brought his to try and disrupt their crawl.
It's 18-4.
Yeah. Right, the KD. Oh, Donk, you're in trouble. Yeah, you ain't getting anywhere. They know where you are. Nade thrown, Molotov's at his feet. He's in trouble. But Shiro is still alive, so maybe not all hope is lost. Despite G2 having that man advantage.
Yeah, it's good when the guy's name rhymes with hero.
It certainly is.
Just keeps moving. Shiro's feeling the flow of the game right now.
And you can't say live game because
Live series.
it's a live series.
It's map after map after map. So Hunter's trying to call them into this. Is he really? Oh, this is out of the... Well, he
said he's
their
feeling
man. Yes. And if he kills Heavy God, Heavy God peeks away just as he rounds the corner.
That would be Counter-Strike. That would be the game he's having. So...
Heavy God has to help them now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, and Magix gets one. That might slow you down enough for Shiro's flank to connect. What's he got? An easy first. Surely dead. Thank you, Heavy God.
All right, Zontix in the 1v2 for a 9-3 half.
Plan for long.
Yeah, a lot of ground to cover.
The AWP's short.
Yeah, no smoke, though. Very noisy. They know exactly where he is.
What can you do, Zontix? Looking great that G2 could stabilize for their fourth, looking increasingly likely. He crouch walks his way, looking for Sunpius's head, and spots just a flash of him. Does hit the first headshot. My God, he's threatening. He's looking like he could take them both on. Not gonna happen. G2 4, Spirit 8. This battle for those semi-finals, and Shiro really wants to skip that Friday. Shiro having a life series. Incredible, impeccable from their sniper. Malbs has been spotted on the corner. Ooh, and he's managed to hit a banger. Taps out Donk, and he gets away with his life.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying what I'm seeing from Malbs, but they're quick on this.
Okay. Advancing up the ramp, Malbs needs another one of those, and struggling. Sunpius isn't, just taps him away. Okay, dream start for your pistol. Not a single casualty. That's going to start you off with the right foot forward.
Yeah, and so knowing that they can get back in it, especially with a round like that, no plant, no chance for a threatening force buy. You can't get Donk and AK. So that one is nice. And what I'm liking the most out of Malbs is the confidence to take these fights, right? He's flashed in, sure, and the clear is perfect. The fact that Pius gets 2 here, had a pretty quiet first half. They're still feeling the fire, G2. You said the flash was bad? I thought...
No, I was peaked after the flash.
Oh, you just got cooked.
Yeah, you did. Cooked, mate.
Yeah, I think he just owned you, actually. Shiro had 7 multi-kills in that first half.
Yeah, just your standard half, isn't it?
Yeah, all right. Well, Malbs is in a prime position to farm up a few more.
Sunpius wants to get his fair share.
One by one they come, and well, as a cluster they fall. Just Donk. And he got a kill, so Sunpius goes down.
Malbs lives on and gets himself a nice 4K.
Maybe Sunpius is happy to die. Now he can buy his AWP. So now there's no question. I have to get the AWP now. You know, the 2024 champs, Spirit, going up against G2, who essentially have rebuilt the entire project. Last 6 months, London was the highlight, but I've enjoyed the ideas that I've seen coming out of this camp. It looks like they're definitely on the right path. Now it's just about finding some consistency. Sunpius trying aggression. Needs to make sure he doesn't get restricted by lower tunnels. He's committed, Alex. Very committed.
Concern, isn't
He's
it?
just hanging around.
He will play for this fight.
How's Hunter meant to help him from
So
short?
stubborn, yeah. I mean, hoping that the lower players don't progress. It looks like he's going to go further forward. He is absolutely gagging for a fight.
The back cat player is going to molly lower. Mid door smoke's faded. They're going to have to replenish. They are.
He sees that as an exit.
Okay, so you're trying to be jarring to make sure they can't get the map control for free, but you've actually burnt 50 seconds off the clock where they were statues. So that's not bad either. Sure, it's not a kill, but now they're going to be pressed for time.
Donk's ahead of their mid block.
Malbs has also just pushed into long doors, and they've taken upper tunnels. So they know it's either mid to be or short. 100%. And Malbs keeps on pushing.
Yeah, this is nice. This is what you want to see.
Block smoke perfectly timed.
Yeah, and he's been given another one.
No HE to break. They have to go.
Here they come. Nails the first. Tanir, just the second as well. Quick flick of the wrist onto Magix. Looking like nothing can get past the Sunpius AWP on the ramp side. Malbs on the flank, even onto Shiro. Perfect round out of Counter-Strike out of G2.
Yeah, that is great. That is a very nice round indeed. Sunpius.
1 kill so far.
Yeah, it's been a very... and that was with Donk with the Glock.
T-side.
So, yeah, nothing's going for him right now, Spirit. Attack timeout call. Remember, Saw used all 3 in the first half. It's Halley with 2, now 1 remaining. And this is really good for Sampais. This is some of the best AWPing we've seen from him all series long. More of that, please.
No!
Big cheer from the other end of the LAN hall. Go and check out the result between Astralis and Furia. So those 30 seconds have transpired. They're going to partial. As you mentioned, they haven't been making any headway in the frag department or getting the bomb down. That's something I'm sure Halley would love to change. And get Shiro's AWP out. Let's get him back with the weapon of choice.
Position, Sampais looking for them, they spot them, they're trapped, boxed in, Shiro to clutch, 20 seconds, Dire Straits, bomb is down CT. Trying to find and track it. Sampais, swings on out on a quick switch. He didn't actually pull the trigger.
What a crazy turn of events that round was. The fact that we're seeing them drop into CT spawn because they think that's the way out, that's the way forward. Then they get the Shiro kill, they go back towards A, and Donk just looking down at the desk. This half right now, it is flat, not a single plant, 5 straight rounds, 2 rounds in a row where it's short. They're able to pick up 3 frags, but this one just stalls out.
The CT drop.
Yeah, that is crazy. And then poor Shiro, who's been having a great series, gets caught on a timing. In with another partial. Sampais aggressive against a low buy. This is risky.
It's so risky. Whoa, headshot sanded out by Donksteeg. Dirty.
Oh, that's one way for them to get back into the game, isn't it? There's an AWP donated to Shiro and another gun on Cat that they can try and pick up. Donk's fed up, and if you're going to give him a chance, he was going to take it. Reaggress on short, Madison Malbs.
Yeah, Shiro's holding with that AWP. You uncrouch at your own peril. Ooh, but he's nailed it. Mattis with precision. His aim on display once more. It's impressive to see. Just taking a head-to-head duel with Shiro on a in-form sniper.
They get another kill. I can't believe they're going again.
Yeah, but that might come as a surprise to Magix. Now confirms it, gets away with the info. Donksorf could sweep through. What a shot! Mattis doing everything he needs to, and then some. Awkward for Malbs, an awkward fight. They could come down to the 1v1. Zontic's equipped with a sniper rifle. How often do you see that in his hands?
Get a rifle if he mantles up short. Give himself something a little bit more comfortable to work with.
Yeah, he's got the Tech 9 now as well.
I think just because the amount of fight that G2 have been giving, right, they're giving him a taste of their own medicine. So at the moment, Zontic's wary of the continued push. And he has a lot of nades to work with. He's going to get an open runway, guaranteeing the short flank can't come in quick. And with the AWP, still going to plant 4 short. Heavy God could be anywhere.
Zontic's dropped. And with Heavy God pathing, is it long or short? Short side.
I don't think you're expecting this if you're Heavy God. At most, ramp or long.
It's very unorthodox.
But Zontic's will have to play up the elevator box for the final frag.
He's hoping that he'll see the short plant and assume Goose?
Yeah, ramp or Goose, that's it.
Fake. Zontic's calls the bluff. Heavy God has no idea. He won't be able to believe this. And now he just has the angle. Heavy God don't have the time. Don't have the time. Zontix has played you. Beautiful. Solid close. One hell of a brawl on Dust2 we've got here.
It's the most out-of-the-box clutch where it felt like you had extremely limited potential to try and win the round if he just sat there to refuse. I guess Zontix is thinking, well, I have the AWP. At least Shiro gets that for free, but...
But also, how often in a 1v1 is someone sticking that first time? He's just calculated gamble. Unorthodox for sure. And all of that for naught for Mattis.
Now, this is going to be one that they feel they've given away their G2. Yes, so once Sampais goes down, if he gets traded, no harm, no foul. But the fact that they lose 2 in that exchange, door now open.
Yeah, you do feel silly when Donk just hits those 2 and suddenly a team are thrust into such a forced fight. Last chance for Halley.
Yeah, so both coaches have expended all tactical timeouts. We'll not see them again until we get to overtime, and that's if we need to get there. Money on the line for G2. Same can't really be said for Spirit. They have 2,900 as the loss bonus into the next, so if they do get the bomb down, it will put them in buy territory. G2 have brought out double AWPs, one on Heavy God One on Sampaius. But if we reflect on how we got here, they had to give them those fights. So G2 are just operating with a little bit more of a standard round.
The exception being Heavy God equipped with the sniper.
Yeah, it makes them less util dependent. Their biggest concern would be a lurk smoke on B. Doesn't look like that's going to be deployed. Zontix is the one dealing with the tunnels push and doesn't have a smoke, so... He's going through the motions. No contact, and we're now at the minute mark. Totaled up on B, RG2. And looking to return late through long will be Spirit.
Must-hit shot for the sniper. Sampaius, ready, swinging, lovely. Receives to near, break of the smoke, gives him a head-to-head with Donk, and he's quick on the draw. Quick scope double. Room for more as well, anticipating the potential for another body. Magic's just going to burrow into the pit. So what now?
I think it's a save.
So, yeah,
I'm pretty sure it's a save.
G2 aren't going to be able to find anything. So yeah, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. This time he has done a lot of winning. Just a 2-round, or rather 2-kill shutdown on the long side.
I think he's gotten 12 kills in the second half already.
Yo.
So he had a slow go. I think it was 2 kills in the first half. Him and Hunter very quiet. Hunter's still very quiet, but Sampaius is going on a bit of a tear right now. It's roughly 12 kills in this second half. So he's being a difference maker like Shiro was. Right, and you can see, turns both the flashes, the nade comes in, there is team play on display to help set him up for this one, and that's onto Donk, so he's been removed. They do save the AWP and the 2 AKs. Oh,
Donk gets a leg shot, catches heavy flag. Just unloads his mag through the doors. Zontic's quick progression's lower. Hunter's already deployed a block smoke. It's quite shallow on short.
I feel like they have to take some risks right now on this T side because it's very one-dimensional. They're just going slow, using the U2 and taking the short control.
Right.
They haven't really forced any issues, and obviously we know long spawns is necessary to be able to take some pace, but no B pops yet, nothing really to report in terms of interest of the rounds. Missed the molly, that hasn't landed as intended. It's meant to land up at that box, force back the 50 line. That nade's good.
Yep. 4 members catching flak of Team Spirit.
Just bludgeoned by Util at this point. Sampaius is going to sweep back in.
One more time, this time. Looking good for the one and done. Yep, nails it onto Shiro, no less. Dips away, they accelerate. Tanir's dropped, starting to accelerate, but there's Sampaius hitting every shot. CT side, the Orb's paradise. Sampaius demonstrates. Nice dunk from Mattis as well. They are just bleeding out. Look at their health. Piece by piece. These grenades have just torn Team Spirit apart.
They're not giving Donk a chance. Sampaius has gone back to long corner, waiting for Madison Heavy God to pair up.
And peek at your own peril. Massive from G2. Sampaius, he's going to have to get his flowers for his performance here in the second half.
I don't want to get too far ahead of myself here, right? The second game we have, which is for semis or quarters, is Vitality versus Aurora. Now, I think most people would be backing Vitality in just based on the status of that team. If you're Spirit, and what ends up happening is you lose this game, you're going to drop onto the same side of the bracket as Vitality. Assuming Vitality beat Aurora, right? That might not happen. Aurora have been in fine form, but I guess those ramifications aren't known right now, so we'll leave them till later in the piece, but this T side leaves a lot to be desired. They have one round, it came from a Donk double dig, and then an out-of-the-box, quite kooky clutch to be all considered by Zontix against Heavy God. Loss bonus maxed out. Rifles in again. But G2, they are just 2 rounds away from the semi-finals.
Would be one hell of a start to their year, wouldn't it? And it wouldn't be done just yet. Tanir, again, this time chipped away at down to 85. The nades from G2 have just been so sound. Unusual angle adopted by Senpai. It's somewhat of a committed angle, isn't it?
Yeah, and he's sticking in for this. He's got support.
So he pulls the trigger and then, ooh, misses his shot. Hunter goes down, he does too. Nearly had the follow-up, but there it is. Malb's good. Jumping up, quick to it. He's ready for the swing of Shiro. Far too easy for him. The bomb's delivered to his front door, and there's another on the other side of that smoke. Tanir coming
very
in
loud.
from long.
Hasn't been hurt. He hasn't been hurt.
Oh, you're right. He could have the jump on them. He does. Ooh, needed to hit that. Does stabilize the burst. Confirms Malb's still there, present. Zontic's on the other side of the smoke.
No, Heavy God's the B holder. You're waiting for his reaction right now while this smoke is up.
Yeah, and it's coming. Zontix remains hidden in sight. On the fade, he's coming swinging on through. Tanir combines, and now Heavy God's in the clutch. They might overlook him. The timing is perfect. Heavy God, a golden opportunity. The smoke in his way. I think Zontix heard the gun. He now knows exactly what's up. Hits him with the smoke and will spam him down. Just a little more. Zontix secures. Spirit pick themselves up an equalizer.
Okay, 11 to 10 now.
One more round, and it's all tied up, and it should be... I mean, not easy to replicate, right? You can't be calling, let's do that again.
Well, this is it. It's another round where the fight is almost offered up to them. Obviously, this is a little bit more condensed in terms of the fight being at this short corner. Sampais does so well to still get one. I cannot believe it. And then he gets to pivot back in time. Yeah, not only does he swap to the gun, also the smoke comes in and hits him, and then Zontix will take him down again. Money truly in trouble for G2 now.
Yeah,
they lose this, we're tied up, and Spirit can take this in regulation.
And it is a B test. Heavy God tucked in a power position. Mattis a bit late on the flames. Still Heavy God struggling, controlling the spray for one. Mattis needs output. He knows he's got to. Struggling with the spray, brought down to his knees by Zontix on the entry. It's Hunter, the first man on the scene. Gotta respect the util. Bleak going for the boost, hoping Sampais can catch someone on the big box. So actually going to use the rifle instead. Hunter hasn't got anything to report. Zontix has a safe haven tucked on the box itself.
Make sure you can hold on to these. Don't lose everything here.
I think you might be onto something. Yeah, Sampais is already backing away. Magix has got the backstab onto Malbs. You won't be bringing the MP9 through, but Hunter might not be bringing his M4 through. Just a messy spray from Shiro does mean he will.
It's still going to be tough right now. Magix is here to cut him off as he exits through mid doors.
Okay, so CT's the only option. Ooh, slipped off the window. That might buy him the good graces. Magix's hunt cut short.
Wouldn't mind them running that again, right? Now the money is in the mud. We have the saved AWP, Hunter with 2.2. Fortunately, with the kill bonus that's been injected last second, Sampais can drop an M4. Remember, neither coach has a timeout. You're just sitting here right now letting your players play. And it looks good because it segregates them on the way out. It takes a while for the extinguish. So if Zontix goes down, that's probably round, but he's able to stay alive and even find the second. So under a lot of pressure on B. They drop an M4, they can get out, well, 2 M4s with one being saved and a Famas. Yeah.
Corner smoke and flashes. Malb says long clear.
Something that G2 have been doing well up to this point is a lot of the softening with the Uto, and that is going to be lighter in an environment like this, right? So you save one M4, bring in the AWP, you drop an M4 from Sampais, you get a Famas and an MP9. It looks serviceable. But now the pressure, it's gone up to a whole different notch.
Sampais looking destined to hit this one on the donk swing. Just nails it and gets away from Tanir, chasing him down. Swing out from Mattis. A warning shot. Fired off, they back away. G2 have managed to repel the initial test from Spirit.
It's a minute on the clock and they just have one smoke on Heavy God. Go to resmoke B at a moment's notice, but that one's not going to hit the mark, is it? Do they still want to walk out for the mid to B, or do they want to group up with Tanir on short? There's no smokes. And we know Sampais has been hitting everything under the sun right now. He's got 20 kills. He's already tracked down Shiro, had an amazing first. I think Shiro has 1 kill in this second half.
And Sampais looking to match his output with one more. Tanir takes him down with empty hands this time. Hunter's hearing all of this. He's gone overlooked as he advances further from the elevator setup with a HE and a look towards the ramp.
Hunter's got a kid.
Oh, he could chase down Magix. Yeah, oh, panicked. Messi still does manage to remove one. He's got a lot more to do. Can't handle it. Shiro secures it. Team Spirit, as you said, have the chance to do it in regulation, and it's so bleak for G2.
Yeah, the loss bonus, right? Because they're winning all these rounds on the way back up. It's so tough. The money is in the bin. It's a financial game at the end of the day, and Tania is the man who comes in clutch with that shot there onto Sampaius. There's the opener onto Donk. It's this one. This is the round-winning frag. That is massive under pressure from Tania. And now G2, they scrapped together this buy. They were so close to booking them a spot in the semis. Frustrations from Hunter, who's having a terrible map. He's been a carry for them throughout earlier matches in this tournament. He's trying to make a play straight into lower. They're going to crunch upper tunnels.
Zontic's playing it passively.
They're ready to fight on middle as well.
It's Sampaius, perfect range with 5-7, and he's nailed the headshot necessary. There's Hunter, an important chip in. Trying to run for the hills, trying to get out of there. Donk controls the spray, lovely work. Falling apart, G2 trying to hold on.
Got the bomb.
Yeah, but only one Heavy God can save him. Bomb spotted lower, how does he react? Spirit just need to win this 1v2, and it is game. Semi-finals secured, hard work. Feels like the only option is to let them have the bomb eventually, hope that they take sweet time.
Yeah, but even if they grab it at that point, you're still going to have to head through tunnels to get a better gun. You're not winning a retake on the A site with an MP9. So hoping that they pick this up and finish B, that's going to be his best bet in this current outlay of the situation. Oh, is he now? 28 seconds. Still have the bomb, and now they're away. Heavy go there. How are you meant to win this out, mate?
It just got so much harder.
I guess you can jump up short. There might be a gun scuttled around there. You know exactly what's happening now. They're restricting your movements. Molly smokes. Bomb will go down. And he's just going to go through CT with the MP9.
It looks so good for Spirit. This looks impossible for Heavy God. The one thing he's got is the element of surprise, and that smoke can actually lend to his angle of approach. As the smokes fade, he tucks on Goose, and Donk's not looking. Donk's not looking! Finds the first in the clutch. He reads it! He clutches up! Heavy God! That is impressive! That is outrageous! Team Spirit, they thought it was theirs right up until it wasn't!
Oh, they're scampering into the side. They're throwing the mollies. They've dropped 2 defensive smokes, and he's used them to perfection. Heavy God has just pulled off a miracle to push us into overtime.
A miracle is the perfect word for it. He tucks Goose. Don gets a jump scare. He knows Gandalf. He's locked in like a laser. Oh, they're standing up. They must feel like a victory in itself.
That's a 1 in 100 clutch. That is out of this world. All right, OT, we go again. No time to stop. No time to take your breath. Money's not the problem for G2 anymore. 12.5K. Springing to life. Look at this. Surging straight down middle. Donk.
Yep, he wants to fight, and he's happy to oblige. Hunter, 6 frags in 24 rounds of play, but here in the 25th, he finds an opening onto Donk.
Yeah, Donk letting his frustrations get the better of him there, just thinking, I'll make the move that wins the round. You need to get yourself 4. The next set of play, and starting off with another opening death. Starting to become a recurring theme for Donk.
Calculated risk from Tanir. Goes through the block smoke mid.
But they're heavy hay with 4 right now.
Did he spy him? Wow, Hunter nearly finished off Tanir there.
All pressure on Mattis.
Yeah, 1 man and a whole lot of work to do, and he's doing it. Double kill. Shiro disconnected, still hitting shots onto Malbs. Knows there's another CT. It's the top of mid he's not ready for. Heavy God puts one at the back of his head, and it's Sontics in the clutch. Bringing the fight to them. Oh no, doesn't have the bullets. 1 bullet left in the mag. Didn't go for the plant, went for the fight.
All right, well, yeah, that's what I was going to say. It needs to be a Howley tactical timeout just to take the pace out of it. So listen, we broke them late in the game. We know we should have got it done in regulation, but it's not over yet. We need to calm down and lock back in. these teams have had so long since the coaches have been able to contribute.
True. It was like 9-9.
And at that point, they've been flying by the seat of their pants. It's been the in-game leaders calling the shots. And some really hard-fought rounds. For the longest time, it looked like G2 were the ones who had them done in regulation. But a tough patch of rounds. The finances brittle. Loss bonus at the bottom of the barrel. And a heavy god 1v2 from the heavens to put us into OT. This is the reset. This is where you likely see Spirit just go back into the slower roll. It could even be a B pop.
Yeah, that's a direct start. You'd hope the AWP catches one on the jump spot. Flash swing.
Here they come.
Yeah, Mattis ready to this. Tucks on in. They're swinging him. Nice find from Donk. Gets the entry. Just heavy got defined, and it's the double from Donk. Okay, you've got your bomb site. Halley looking to convert this timeout.
Give this one a go. No doubt about it. You got money for the next.
Some Pius. Smoke break. Shiro, does his barrel poke out? I don't think he spotted him. Malbs and Hunter going to be partnering up. What, channel through the window? Trying to find a bit more damage. It does connect onto Donk. Two of them worse for wear.
Found a few more nades to work with now.
This double break setup. The AWP happy to punish. They try and smoke him out. And he will manage to find impact. Is that the little 1-2 punch? Some Pius and Malbs have removed the bodies. Donk got the entries, and Donk will close as well. Quad kill into the B-bomb site to get Spirit started in overtime.
It looks like the B defense was somewhat ready for the last tick, right? They dropped that shallow incendiary on the way out. There was also the flash. It just was the timings that went against them there, and Donk happened. Right, so there's the incendiary just forcing through it.
Oh, first bullet.
Yeah, just deleting Mattis right there, and then just palming the Marauder on towards the B bomb site. Good attempt, very late in the piece. Everything needs to go perfect for G2 there. Who's going to walk away with the lead before we swap sides? Shiro's AWP posted long, and there you go. Shiro has been a non-issue for G2 in this second half. And now he's found an opener.
Pius is trying to find a response. The flash was diligent, though. Confirms there was an AWP up mid. Matt is sticking around, hoping they try and swing to punish the retreat. He's going to get it. He's going to get a fight. Yeah, Magic's caught off. Love to see G2 keeping that aggressive philosophy, even into an intense overtime affair.
So full reroute right now, leaving upper tunnels all the way back to long. They're looking just to finish through long, and they've got plenty of smokes to be able to do so, right? Do they want to throw one out? Treat it like a double pump, bait that CT. U2 hope somebody swings.
Where's that fourth man? Two smoke breaks and nothing to report.
So Pius has another nade.
Number 3 could be right on the money. Tanir gets the bomb across unspotted. Now a util exchange. Trying to pick up the pace. Spirit are across. Tanir does find one. Clean onto Mattis. Damage inflicted to the Shiro AWP, but Donk gets up and starts to put bodies down. Hunter's gone. Looking to leave with the lead. Our Spirit on this T side of overtime. Double AWP retake in a 2-on-4. Sure, Heavy God, your 1v2 was cool. This would be equally as ridiculous. And they've spotted him out on the short side as well. Give it everything it's worth. First found onto Donk and bait the shot. Hope the rifle misses his. Not going to happen. So 14. 100% conversion off of the Halley timeout.
Yeah, okay, well, that's all it took. The boss man to be able to get back on the mic. I think it was likely a bit more of a mental timeout, right? Yeah. Just to settle them down and have them lock in, but this is good. Shiro finding this opener. Both AWPers in this map have been a pleasure to watch. Pius on the CT side came to life. That's where Shiro did his best work, and now he gets back on that side of the server. Just 2 rounds now for Spirit.
Hunter's really quick to the short side. He's actually taken that space almost immediately. Like, no fear. He's just walking. all the way up, and no one's going to spot him. He might catch them off guard here. He's just so quick on it. Oh, an opportunity squandered.
And he's going to be kicking himself, right? He has called his own hand there, and the fact that he hasn't been able to do any damage. Hunter's not hitting straight this time round. Now he has to try and pull the strings from the grave. His team in a 4v5, and he knows that was an opportunity to give them a free way in. So can his teammates bail him out? Still picking the right site, it seems, if they do finish through short. Shiro's AWP not in place to lock them down from Car.
And if it had started A, would Hunter have seen him? Big nade, 100 damage. Tanir throws it from the ramp side and actually vacates.
The biggest issue right now is that this B setup, right, they've been able to get Shiro back plat, and the riflers are dealing with mid to B, and they're clearing it. There's 30 seconds, you know it has to be A.
Yeah. Tanir's going to hope to catch one on the cross. Donk adjusting, going to actually mantle up in the smoke, could actually use that smoke to jump all the way up. Who plays first, though? Ooh, Magix does with a huge headshot. Now we jump up, and Donk sprays down. Not enough bullets. Sunpire's one hell of a clutch available to him. The 1v5 seems like it's a bit of an impossible task. They're surely going to be getting onto that bomb. Zontix is tugged, ready to jump up and punish. Next time he pulls the trigger, Shiro locking the door. Missed shot, running out of chances. So 15 first found for Spirit.
Okay, just one more of those needed. And that was Hunter taking a bit of a chance.
What's the SAW conversion rate like?
Well, 2 straight needed to go to double OT. Team snatching away one another's map picks. This was the kill. Tanir's had some very important shots, right? Late in regulation, coming out short and bopping Sunpire's over towards ramp when he had that AK. But we noted from regulation that G2, they're happy to call the bluff on no AWP starting mid. We saw them in one of those early rounds just walk down for a mid to be an erupt. Here, Hunter's done it by scaling up Cat, not afraid of the AWP at all. But this time it looks like Shiro is going to start over towards middle. So if they operate with something similar, they might not get the desired result. They don't have great long spawns either. So we'll have to be something more of the standard variety. Sunpire's not getting boosted.
Nothing to report. He's not holding for this smoke break either. Could be exposed. Yeah. Oh, no! Donk gets 2 of them! The smoke break completely pantses them. They were not prepared. It's going to have to be a moment. We know Mattis has been finding impact throughout this series, but he's going to have to find a way to claw back an opening. Hunter. Quiet game on Dust2. But a kill here could make the difference. Pressure applied towards the A site does draw the attention of Shiro.
This looks impossible. There's still nades on the players on B, right? You got Zontix playing backside for info. You got tucked in towards Car, Donk, the guy who found the openers. Had a tough map too. He's got 25 kills right now on map number 3. Huge impact once we've got to overtime to secure things. We'll just have to be the 3 of them in through the upper tunnels.
Gonna throw this nade at the perfect timing as well. Donk's there. Donk's dead. That's the Mattis entry. If he could just find one more, G2 could do it again. These impossible rounds. Not with this G2, not with Mattis just walking into sight. Heavy got here, he doesn't have the vision, a perfect flash from Shiro. He's got to do it all, and it won't happen. Spirit made to work, blood, sweat, and tears, overtime, even extra rounds required. G2 putting up one hell of a fight, but Spirit to the semi.
Taking down Astralis, Na'Vi, and G2 on the run to that semi-final. Both these teams will play in the Toron, and it's nice to see the 2 of them matched